Hi, thanks for joining me for a few minutes. I thought I would take the time out to see if I could lend a hand on the world's most commonly asked question. And that boils down to, why is it that I can't make myself do the things that I want to do, that I know that are going to be good for me if I do them for me, and the last time I tried it, it worked really well, and I got fantastic results, and why can't I make myself do that? Typically that, is in reference to go to the gym. I bought a 12-month membership and I spent the money up front to make myself go, and I went for the whole first 6 weeks, and the other, 40-something weeks, I just, forgot, ran out, whatever. In fact, the next time I thought about it was when the gym asked me if I wanted to renew, and I hadn't been there for the best part of a year. The other version of this most popular question is, why can't I stop myself doing the things that I want to stop doing, that the last time I stopped doing them it was really good for me and I enjoyed that as well. Typically, why can't I drink less, why can't I smoke less, why can't I stop overeating, those kind of things. Now what's triggered this is I got an email today from a client that was expressing frustration at this level of why can't I do it, and in particular it was in reference to our 52-week follow-up series, and I wanted to just take some time to help you with that because I think that is critically important. That 52-week video enhanced learning sequence is a powerful, powerful tool, and we get emails every day from people talking about how well it's gone for them and how much of a change they've had in their own life as a consequence of that. And this guy was saying to me that he was at a gig recently that we were at, and he was talking to some other people, and they were expressing the same level of frustration. They got 6 to 10 weeks into it and then forgot to do it, and how come? Why don't we do these things that we want to do? And I thought I'd just point out to you the 4 big ones to look out for. Now, the first reason that we can't continue to do something that we want to do for ourselves, in other words, the first reason we can get started but we can't continue, is that we actually want the result, not the work. So, I want to be 10 kilos lighter because of how I look and how I feel. I don't actually want the diet, I don't want the exercise, I don't want all of that, I just want the result. And yet what I have to deal with every day is the exercise and the diet and all of those sort of things. So it seems to me that my life is dominated by hours and hours and hours of having to do something which is not getting me what I want. What I want, that'll happen later or at the end. So we need a better reason than what it is that I want, because we don't actually want the work, we want the result. Now, that's just as background. The 4 big ones boil down to this. Number 1, we want this thing because we want it for something else. So in other words, why do I want to lose the weight? Well, if it's because I want to look good in my swimmers for summer, or I want to look good in my suit for the wedding that's coming up, then the problem is it's because of some other goal or target, and usually that's not going to work. We're not going to be able to sustain, especially after the summer or the wedding, on account of what's going to happen is that by the time the wedding arrives, I've either made it or I haven't. In other words, sometimes I just give up because I figure I'm not going to make it. Or if I do make it, then the reason for me keeping the weight off goes, and so the weight just comes back on again. So if we want a result for something else, in other words, I want to earn more money so that I can be happier, well, you might as well just give up and just be happier and be poor, because that's going to be a lot less drama. Number 2, what we don't do is prioritise the things that are going to get us this result that we want. And what I mean by that is that we fail to prioritise it in the me first kind of region. And what I mean by that is that we don't put what we need first. So what I'm suggesting is, if you want to get those lessons done, you would do them first thing in the day. You get up 20 minutes earlier and you do the lesson, and you do that because you're putting yourself first. Mostly what we do is we put ourselves last. And the reason behind that is I'm not too sure that we're very good at allowing ourselves that much success. In other words, if you did these 52 lessons and you did them in sequence and you did them 1 per week, which is actually the best way to do them, then what you'd find is that you'd have more success than you can handle. And not too many of us are good at allowing ourselves that level of success. And finally, the last thing is we work on willpower instead of values. So we're going to force ourselves rather than look at where are my highest values, because as soon as your health goes to the top of your list of values, there won't be any problem getting yourself to the gym. So rather than force yourself by willpower because of some other thing that you want, find where your highest values are, use those to elevate the thing that you need to do and get it into your list of priorities. In other words, me first, get it done first. That's the key.